God's Tower has no right to go that hard. Anyway, we're here. Back with more Metal Gear Solid.
Broadcasted from Konami HQ in downtown Tokyo.
Metal Gear Solid 4. We're equipping the signal interceptor so that we can find our first resistance member. As I said in the last episode, if we get a face camo, we're gonna wear it through the next one. So we were wearing Laughing Octopus until this gets burned, but I mean, it's gonna get burned, right? It appears that we found our resistance member.
Good! You found a resistance member. Now tail them without letting them know you're there.
World-renowned Metal Gear Solid 4 Integral Podcast.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to episode number 6 of the MGS4 Integral Podcast. Once again, I'm Sean Eystone, and I am here with Aki Saito.
Hi everyone.
And producer Ken Imaizumi.
Hello everyone.
Okay, so, Aki.
Yes.
Where are we today?
We promised to meet up at the Eastern Europe stage.
Right.
And basically, Sean, what are we going to do today?
Okay, so today we're gonna pick up in Eastern Europe, and this is right after the cutscene ends where Snake comes out of the train station. And we're gonna play the section where you're following the Resistance member through Eastern Europe and trying to find the Resistance hideout.
As the
However,
as they
to make it
describe
interesting, I know that everyone
just
has cleared the stage
following
already,
him.
basically,
Right.
yeah, more or less. So this time, we're going to try to be as like tour guides of the stage.
Yeah, kind of pointing out different parts of the town and, what happened here, what went into making this part of the town. Interesting things to see around the Midtown area. So it might be a little bit tricky because we will not be following the
aesthetic
Resistance member.
grounds.
Yeah, we'll make sure we'll update where we
Yeah,
are.
exactly.
and
So-
what we're talking about.
So people will have to follow instructions very closely this time because it is very easy to get lost here. Because
Okay.
the roads are very complicated.
All right, Sean, let's get started then.
All right.
Okay, and I don't know
Okay,
if I've
so
ever...
first thing you'll notice is the atmosphere
back
here.
here.
You'll notice
Yes,
all this mist, a slight drizzle coming down from the sky. Also
I
the
need to
sound of
find
the train in the background.
Oh, no, I
This
have
is all
explored up here.
intended
Never
to
mind.
recreate kind of like a, like a spy movie type of atmosphere,
Yeah.
where it's kind of dark.
This is that.
Born series.
Right.
The AMI series and things like
Yeah.
that.
I know that
Rainy.
there's another
People may
dude
not even
there.
notice at first,
Or
but
no?
if you look very closely, you can see that it's not just mist, but there's also drizzle, rain drizzling down from the sky.
Right.
And if you
It
point
is
the
just
camera
him.
upwards,
Cool.
those droplets will actually stick to the screen. It is water falling from the sky. It's not just a
it's
simple
very,
mist effect.
Kojima Productions is really famous for this water effects on the camera.
Right.
The raindrops on the camera. This is a really cool feature.
There's also something that happens with this drizzling rain that I'll point out a little bit later.
Okay.
But for now, I guess we can continue on. One other thing that I want to point out is that aside from this rain, you'll notice the sound of the train in the background.
And he's gonna start
There's
walking
a story behind
here
this.
soon.
We wanted to have this station in here, right? And originally, we were going to have actual railroad tracks in the town to kind of show the trains coming and going. But the problem is that, if we have railroad tracks here, then Snake could actually get onto the tracks. And, for various reasons, that was pretty inconvenient because, the player could follow the tracks to who knows where, and it wouldn't really be a good impact on the gameplay. We still wanted to recreate this feeling of being at a train station, but somehow do it without having the actual train, on the
I think
screen.
he's coming through that
And
way.
so the sound team came up with these wonderful sounds that really just recreate the atmosphere of being at a train station.
Do you want to talk about the sound?
Of the crosswalk?
Yeah, clicking sound.
Yeah,
the
well,
crosswalk. We spent a long time
There's-
to get that sound.
Yes. Well, actually, was it Ken that you said that there is a identifying sound of a crosswalk, which is so different to even other European areas, but this one location that he said he heard.
We went to Prague
Those
and we
guys are
heard the
down.
sound, and that's very different from the Japanese one.
So
And,
he came to our division and said, I need this sound. Can you get a hold of this sound? And, staff, which is Echo, went crazy.
don't know.
It's a big deal about the sound. But Ken said, no, I really want the sound. I want to put this in.
Hideo said,
I don't hear a whistle. Ah, he's right there. That means there's something in front of him. I don't think he saw me, so which way did he decide to go? Oh, okay, cool. In which case, we're going to continue on with the...
But Ken said, no, I really want the sound. We want to put this in.
Hideo said, he wants to have that sound. And then sound team said, what sound? What kind of sound was it? So I said, tick, tick, tick kind of sound. And the sound team said, I don't get it. I wanted to have something, like a real...
Just something to refer
okay.
to.
Yeah,
You just
yeah.
needed
real,
this.
realistic sound.
And we have already taken down these two,
a lot of
so
crazy
I'm
things.
gonna actually walk over here, grab
She
their
went over
guns.
to get the sound. She did other things as well, just to hand deliver something or things like that.
Oh,
all
their
these
guns are already gone.
miracles that
Cool.
happened.
Yeah.
Really is reliant on these people flying over just for a night or something. But anyways, we got the sound in. We're very happy.
Right, right.
Very accurate.
Very accurate. So people living in this area of Europe may recognize that sound.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Okay. So where are we off to?
All right, so we're gonna move ahead, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna jump into the cutscene where the Resistance
if
member
he's-
makes his appearance. So head towards this crosswalk here. The cutscene will begin.
Okay.
All right, so as we continue on, next this is also
You
related
really
to sound.
shouldn't see
You know,
me
this
now.
Resistance member will
I mean, he
come walking
can,
out,
but-
and you'll hear him whistling.
Hmm.
And a lot of effort actually went into getting this whistle right as well.
Really?
People may not realize it, but he has several whistling patterns.
Yeah.
Like if you're closer to him, he'll be a little bit nervous, maybe, may pause as he whistles, maybe sound a little bit more tense.
Mm-hmm.
If you get farther away, he kind of relaxes and does like a really loud, happy whistle. That was put in by request of, Mr. Kojima, who wanted to have really recreate the feel of stalking somebody and, having your target be a little bit nervous at times, comfortable at other times. So you could gauge, where he's going by the sound as well as your signal interceptor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was added, and the response was really good. So
I had a lot of players playing this game whistle the tune of the Resistance member because I did.
right,
You get into this gets into your head.
yeah, it's pretty catchy.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Funny story about that whistling also is that the guy who actually recorded this whistling sound, and when he was whistling, like it was really accurate.
I
like,
apologize. Just
perfect pitch and
listening
everything.
to their
But the sound
stuff.
guy said it's too good because it doesn't sound like a Resistance member. A Resistance member isn't a musician, right? So he's not going to have perfect pitch for everything. So they had to do several takes to get the right sound. Where it sounds like a normal person whistling rather than a musician whistling.
That kind.
That is that is
Yeah,
a really
can whistle.
interesting
Well,
fact
another
right
point
there.
that I found out about this Eastern Europe stage is that it's so different from the past 2 acts that you have been playing. All of a sudden, you're in this environment of buildings and, well, basically you look different, right? With the coat
Right,
and everything
right.
and the young face look. And also I noticed that there's a lot of lights and kind of like living people behind each buildings.
Right. That was a conscious effort on the part of the development team because we really wanted to create, an empty town, a town that feels empty, but it's not deserted. It's not a ghost town. It's basically a town that's under curfew, so people are forced to stay indoors.
Yeah.
But people are still there, so you can see the lights on inside.
What do you call it?
You
Martial
gotta
law?
run this
Is
way.
it under martial
Yeah,
law
yeah,
kind of?
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So under martial law,
Okay,
and
so it
everybody's
doesn't
forced to stay
go
inside.
into that.
Once it gets
Or
dark.
does he?
But when you go close to the windows or the doors,
Where's he going?
you could kind of actually feel
Yeah.
there's someone kind of living behind
Right,
that.
right.
That was my second time when I
Good.
thought I got real
We go.
5.1.
We
You know, the sound.
we
Some
transition.
people playing a game, right?
Basically, all these buildings actually have sounds
Fields
emanating
here.
from them. People listen to different.
Which is great. We're going to be moving on to the next spot. We're definitely going to try and just keep him safe.
TV shows,
and
radio shows.
do this in
people
one
playing
shot.
Games. And there actually is somebody playing the original MSX version of Metal Gear in here as well.
Cool.
So point that out a little bit later.
Okay.
All right. Well, of course, as you know, the real way
that's
you're
him.
supposed to play through this stage is to follow the Resistance member. And the gameplay of this stage is a little bit different compared to all the other stages that you've played up to this point, because there's never been a stalking mission. The point of the game is to follow this guy without him noticing you, and without any of the PMC troops noticing you either. And I think for a lot of people, this was really hard. And I think it's one of those stages where you're either going to really love it or really hate it. I think, it's one of the stages that'll give you the most trouble if you're more of the run and gun type of person. But there is, actually like a hidden thing that you can do to make it a little bit easier that some people may not know about. is if you manage to put, Laughing Beauty to sleep in the previous stage, and you use that Laughing Beauty face camouflage, you can actually walk through the town pretty freely.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a lot of people do that. They'll switch back to the Octocam and,
Oh, I
sneak
didn't
through,
actually know
hiding in the
that
corners
part,
and things like that. But if you want to take the opposite route and keep this coat on, put on the face cam with the Beauty's face cam, you can actually walk pretty freely through the town. And when the PMC guards notice you, as long as you're not doing anything really suspicious, then maybe they'll tell you to stop and they'll come up and look at you and then they'll let you pass.
Oh, really?
So
I
for
didn't know
people who are having a hard time, getting through the stage, that's something they may want to try.
Cool, cool. Okay, so, Sean, why don't you introduce us the route you're going to take this
Those
time?
two
All right.
went
So that
down.
players could
This guy's
try to kind of
gonna move.
Okay,
past
so I
them.
think most players probably
steal
followed the Resistance
their,
member and went through the park, with the guy peeing in the park
Yeah.
and heading through that route. But there's also a route that's probably less known, and it goes along the river that runs through the stage.
Guns.
You follow the canals, and you get to the same point at the end, but it's a less traveled route. So I think today we're going to take that route
Okay.
and introduce people to places in the stage that they may not have seen before.
Okay.
No,
Alright,
I'm
so the
taking
first thing we
the
want to do
park
is
route,
after you
so
come
we're
out from
already
the starting
doing
point, you want to
something
head
different
to
from the
that point where the Resistance member came out from. Okay, so it's kind of to the northwest, and you'll see it's basically, a dead end. And so people may be wondering, well, where did this Resistance member come from? Did he just suddenly appear? Well, actually, if you look closely,
There's
the
there's
end
a
of this
car
dead
that's going
end,
to be
to
coming
your right,
sometime
you'll
soonish.
see there's actually a duct.
In the next area, I think, actually. We've done pretty well so far.
And heads
It
to the
is going to
north.
be up to
the idea is that
car
this is actually where the Resistance member
section.
came from.
Whenever, or to see what
And
happens.
the
I think
people who
we'll be
went
fine.
to
Oh,
Eastern
he's,
Europe to gather materials actually said they saw a lot of little ducts like this under the building,
Yeah.
and so they definitely wanted to put that in there somewhere. And so they decided to use it here to explain where the Resistance member came from. And so what we're going to do is we're going to
He's
crawl through this
changed
duct
into
and head north.
that guard's
Basically,
outfit.
what you want to
Either
do
way,
is you
we
go
still
through this
want to
duct,
be
is just
in
head
here.
straight ahead. Just keep on heading north. You can see the exit on the other side. If you go a little to your right, there's also an item in here, so you can pick up a PSS, which is, of course, a handgun. It's not a
Press
very
is already
great
done.
handgun, but the thing is, you can sell it for a lot of money. So people who are gathering Drebin points, if you pick that up, I think you can get like 5,000 Drebin points. So for people who want to
And
pick that
I've
up,
got
you
to
can go
wait
ahead and do
for
it.
him to get past
Otherwise,
those
just
guys.
head on
We
straight
can
through
get past them too
and come
pretty
out the other
easy.
side of the duct. And when you do, be careful, because there's a guard on your left on the other side of this yellow car. Okay, so let's just put him to sleep. And then if you put this guy to sleep, the thing a lot of people
He's
may not
gonna walk
realize also
past,
is that
then
the
we're
Resistance
gonna
member will change their course depending on which guards
fire.
are awake and which ones are sleeping. If you disable this guard, the Resistance member will actually take an alternate route, and rather than going to the park, will head towards the river.
Oh, I see.
In any case, we're not going to wait for the Resistance member today, so let's just head to the north. Basically, where you put this guy to sleep, take the slope that heads up towards the north.
With the van on the right.
Right, there's going to be a van on your right to head up that slope.
Okay.
Got those, and
So,
because I
head up
missed
this
the
slope.
PSS.
Past the
And
van on the
you
right.
pass a van on your right, and also a trash can.
Trash can.
Red
and a
car.
red car. Then it kind of splits, but you want to take the right path that heads towards the park.
Okay.
Then when you get to this intersection, you want to take a left.
Okay.
And as you follow this left path, keep an eye on your left-hand side,
Oh,
and you'll see an open door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a big double-gated door
Yeah.
that's open. And so we want to head in here.
Oh.
Okay, so we're going to head into this load, and I believe this is the first time
He
we've
ran
ever
off.
gone into a load
that was my fault.
in an Integral podcast.
Okay.
It's a big event.
Load. Okay.
Load.
So
So-
countdown.
Shall we count down?
All right.
Yeah.
Everyone ready to load?
Get ready, everybody.
Okay.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
And I'm going to hide.
Okay,
Here.
everyone finish the load. And where do we come out?
All right, so once you come out from that load, you'll be in a courtyard.
Wow, this is cool.
And this courtyard is pretty unique
Oh, he's, like,
in this
right over
stage
there?
in that it's the only really enclosed courtyard that looks like this. You can hear a lot of different sounds right now. The really interesting thing that I
Yeah,
want to point out
I
about this
needed to
courtyard
not
is if
shoot
you look to your
those
left,
guys.
you'll see a statue.
And that's my own fault.
Mhm.
Oh well.
Look to your right, you'll see there's a statue platform with no statue on it.
Oh.
that case.
In that case, right, people may remember from the Middle Eastern stage, you can actually climb up onto this platform.
Uh-huh.
So press triangle near the platform, climb up on top,
Yeah.
then press triangle when you're on the platform, and Snake will assume a pose.
Wow, I didn't know this. Well,
Yeah,
it looks weird without
I did
your
know that
statue
you can
camo.
jump on a platform.
Also,
and
this pose is a little bit interesting. It's a Japanese pose, right?
Yeah, the Neo pose. Neo is
Gate guards.
Gate guard.
well, if you go to Asakusa shrines and temples, usually on the gate, well, on the side of the gate, there are huge statues that look like devils,
Right.
which are not, but they're doing this kind of pose.
And so they're like gatekeepers
Yeah,
or
gate
Yeah.
guards.
guardians of the gate to the temple.
Watch out for them, Snake.
All right. So anyway, there's that statue pose. So people may not know about that. And so next we want to move ahead from this platform, head to the north,
Right,
and you'll
and
see a
he's
door
gonna-
to the north that leads out of this courtyard area. So let's just head there. On the way, you may be able to pick up another PSS, which you can sell for money. So anyway, head through this door on the north, and when you get to
I
this
heard
intersection on
vehicle
the other side of the
sweeps,
door,
so
you want to head
gonna
to
try
your
and-
left.
There was the stairs.
There's a stairway, so head down
Do
the
that.
staircase. And you come to an intersection, and on your left, there's a yellow car. And something else that people probably didn't notice at all is that on these buildings, there's actually an address or address plates on the building. So if you
That's
turn and
the
look towards the
dude, we
staircase that you
just
came
have
down
to
from,
get
you'll see a
there.
pair of plates on the wall to the right of the stairs.
One says
There's the-
313,
Right,
and the other one says 21.
right.
What does this have a
Okay.
meaning?
It actually does. This is actually a unique address. All the buildings in Eastern Europe have a unique address. The meaning behind this is actually 3 stands for third stage, which is Eastern Europe. And then each model has a number. So 13 is the 13th building in
Oh.
Eastern
Oh,
Europe.
shit.
And then at the bottom is a unique number on the green plate which designates this specific building. So it's basically stage, model type, and specific model number.
So it's a very development code.
Right.
Almost.
Yeah, it is. Probably something that people won't realize at all.
I don't.
You know,
Right, he's not going to see me
maybe people
again.
won't even care about it, but for the team, it actually did have meaning, and that just goes to show the insane level of detail that.
So there might be another
When it's
313.
Right. So you probably see another 313 somewhere
There
in the
he
game
is.
if you look around, but having this combination of 313 and 21
Is unique to this building
this
right here.
building
Yeah,
right
I see,
here.
I see.
Yeah.
So maybe team member was saying like a 313, 21 building was not quality was not great. So who did this?
I see, I see, I
Right.
see.
So maybe there's a bug with this building.
I thought he would have been further along.
Everybody knows what
So
they're talking about.
him seeing me was
Maybe when
absolutely.
you find, or when you
worst
test it,
thing
go to
that happened there.
321 and then walk north or things
Right,
like that.
right.
Yeah, I see, I see. Wow, quite handy.
So just a little bit of developer trivia.
Okay, we'll guide the listeners according to this numbers then, huh?
That might be
And
hard.
Yeah, we'll just mention it.
Yeah.
See him
Okay. Right.
turn that
All
corner.
right. So
'cause
now
once
from
he
this
does,
intersection, or from this place where you came down from the stairs, we want to head to the northeast.
Northeast.
Well, actually, it's
a right side.
actually to the right. So when you came down from the stairs, take a right.
I'm
And I guess it's
just
more or
talking
less
to myself,
right to the east,
honestly.
actually.
I'm talking to the,
So head to
like
the east.
whatever chat
and
there
ahead
might
of you,
be.
you'll see a building with some lights on the other side of this
You know?
railing.
Hey, Lord, how's it
So
going?
you want to head there, but be careful because on your left there's a pair of PMC guards.
But I've
So
got the
let's put them to
podcast
sleep.
up, so they're escorting you through the level through a different or through a
Alright,
way
so once
that
those
I
guards
didn't
are asleep,
guide you
go ahead
through.
and walk until you hit the wall on the other side of this this rail.
So you're like walking on this corridor.
Right. So you're walking down this corridor.
No, it's because I smile. Smile every now and then. Man can't smile in his own home anymore. Jeez. Ah. We essentially did that on the only one person, so we did one shot that, even if I did alert him a couple of times. Same shit that I always do. Just talk. I filibuster.
Who's there?
Fill the air.
I'm here to see Big Mama.
this the guy? What do you think?
I didn't hear him coming at all. He's gotta be the one.
Yeah, but look at him. He's ancient.
I mean, yeah, not too old to take down 3 people in a close combat situation. Well, wasted the time. Now that, on the other hand, like, honestly, didn't expect him to just, like, take down, yeah, 5 people with a gun barrel. Like, at first he didn't even have a gun. He just kind of took down 5 people, or 3 people with another dude. Like,
No doubt about it. He is the legendary soldier. Call me Mama. Big Mama.
we have to assume so. It, you know, programming limitations are the real truth, but yeah, it's basically he didn't want to use CQC in the Shadow Moses mission, so he just didn't, and then 2 came around and he was able to use a knife. Yeah.
My, how you've grown, David.
Although he did,
It
like,
was you, not
still
I,
grab
who
people
was
and
created from the rib of man.
crack their necks and stuff, but he didn't
But
use
I gave you
CQC, the combat art. He still had a punch
I
kick,
am your
or the 2-punch kick combo in the first game. Although in the, like, earlier games, we can assume he didn't have that and was actually, like, jabbing people with a knife.
You can't
Because,
grow a
like, the
human
original,
test tube.
like,
Not even a
mission,
clone.
the Metal Gear
You
and
need a woman's
Solid
body
Snake,
to give it life.
probably not the best, best in whenever it comes to, like, grappling.
That's an awfully cold way to put it. I am your mother.
So Metal Gear Solid, he
I
was
gave
also
birth
out of action and, like,
Patriots.
retired, so he forgot, like, a bunch of it. So, or not, like, forgot, but was super rusty. So, it's kind of explained away, because you kind of bring him out of retirement to go into the Shadow Moses incident,
The forbidden
you know?
fruit. Appropriate. No? Follow me. I'll explain everything.
Yeah, exactly. So it was explained away that he was living in
The man who
Alaska.
wants me dead
Hello there.
is liquid.
So him living in Alaska and basically
You
just,
think you
like,
know him,
being
but
a
I know
dog
him
sled
better.
enthusiast at the very beginning of the game, he let
was
his
once
combat
Ocelot.
skills go to rust, so
Liquid
he
has taken
just
control of
was
his
living
soul.
and doing all that.
Hello there.
You know.
Now he's locked in a bitter struggle with
General
Zero,
Kenobi.
Zero.
the founder of the Patriots.
Found her. When did this happen?
40 years
Yeah,
ago.
in the briefing tapes. You gotta watch the briefing tapes if you actually...
During the
if you
Cold
wanna
War,
know,
the
but
United
yeah.
States and the Soviet Union were still at odds. It was in that chaotic era that the Patriots were born. And I played my part.
Because the briefing tapes are absolutely, like, one of the
I
biggest
was
things,
one of the
or not, you know,
founders.
biggest set pieces of the first game.
You.
Even if they did have VR missions.
Zero created the Patriots to manage and control the American
Right?
state. That
David would
control endured
absolutely
long after the Cold War
live
ended.
in Alaska.
The organization became an empty shell, continuing to function through AIs. Those AIs are responsible for the creation of the war economy, and they gave rise to the Sons of the Patriot system. But I am partly to blame. I bear some of the guilt for creating the organization.
Like a lot of the guilt. You're the one who
It
sold the
was right
nanofilm.
after I first met your father, Big Boss.
And at this point, it was Big
Back
Boss
in
and not that
1964,
person
I
that
was
you
ordered to
create
take
in Metal
part
Gear
in a
Solid
CIA
V.
op called Operation Snake Eater, which concerned a new weapon the Soviets were developing at the time. My mission was to support a certain agent. That agent later became Big Boss, but I knew him as Snake.
Snake.
Yes, Naked Snake. That was his
Nice.
code name at the time. A name he would give to
And
you,
in that case, they
his
weren't.
son.
But
The
yes,
commander of this mission was a man
appreciated.
called
Get
Zero,
some rest.
the head of
It's
Special
gonna.
Forces
It's been a
Unit
long
Progress. Back
set of
then,
times,
I was
and
working as a double
I'm actually
agent for
surprised.
the
I made it to
Chinese.
10th.
My
Hooray!
objective was to
For as
secure
low of
the
a
location
Digimon as I
of the
made,
philosopher's
must have packed a
a massive
powerful
cache of
punch.
hidden wealth, and report it to Beijing. I was to acquire a microfilm showing the location of secret funds amassed by the Allied powers during World War II. But I failed in my mission and was expelled from China. I
Tsukaimon,
took
yeah.
the apple from the snake and was cast out of Eden. After years on the run, I ended up in Hanoi.
Oh well.
That's where I met him again. It was around then that Zero used the massive funds contained in the Philosopher's Legacy to start a new organization, the Patriots, which would carry out the final wishes of a certain legendary hero. The initial membership consisted of Big Boss, Sigint, Paramedic, and their commander, Zero.
So
Oh, and
the
there was one
original
more
person,
who we
Big
mustn't
Boss,
forget. He stayed
was a part of
behind
the
in Soviet
Patriots.
Union to support the group as an
the
informant.
DARPA chief.
Ocelot, who is now Liquid. After your father rescued me in Hanoi, I went to America and joined their organization.
Yes,
Zero's
Sigint
goal was
is
to
the
achieve
DARPA
a
chief, by the
unity
way.
of
In the
thought
first
and
game,
awareness.
the person who dies
He
in that
believed
cell,
that was what the boss
well,
wanted,
the person who dies in
and the
that cell
rest
is
of the
Laughing
Patriots
Octopus, but
followed his lead.
The boss.
or Decoy
The
Octopus.
boss was a
But
legendary
the person who
hero from
dies
Second
to give the
World War,
nanomachines to
known as the
Decoy
Mother of
Octopus
Special
in that
Forces.
cell is Sigint.
She had an almost overwhelming charisma about her. The CIA feared this, so they had her eliminated. If she had survived, the world of the 21st century might have been a very different
Yeah,
place.
no worries.
We were all influenced by the boss's will. It was what drove us to create this organization, to be closer to that spirit. Zero
Yeah,
decided
absolutely.
that in order to lead the people, we needed a
I think
special kind of
Tourney is
identity.
still, Tourney is still the
last
link
son
to
of
the
boss. He shared
Discord.
more of her
But yes,
life
have a good
than
night,
anything
Sathoran.
else.
Sleep well.
It was Big Boss, the true heir to her legacy, who was best suited to play this role. Zero elevated Big Boss, the hero who saved the world, to the status of an idol. The truth behind Big Boss became riddled with exaggeration, misrepresentation, and outright lies. Zero disseminated these stories among the masses and gathered the rich and powerful to his banner.
Yeah, makes sense.
Every
He
era
would.
needs its symbols to control the people, whether it be the stars and stripes or the hammer and sickle.
They say as they
As the
shine up
times
to
and
a
currents of politics changed, so
religious
too did
icon in the
Zero. Eventually, he became a
Mother
prisoner
Maria.
of his own lust for power, sparking friction between
kind of
him
really
and Big
takes away
Boss,
from. Yeah,
who
right.
resented playing the puppet. With Big Boss drifting away, Zero realized he would need
Just by putting one person into the lore so that you can kind of fracture it off into the Survive the universe.
And so Zero secretly embarked on a new project, Les Enfants Terribles. Its goal was to create a clone of Big Boss, the ultimate soldier.
Yeah,
The project was led by Dr. Clark, known at
It-
the
it-
time as Paramedic.
I don't think any fan of Metal
Dozens of
Gear
failed
was
tests.
asking for another
He
Metal
finally,
Gear game after this one.
succeeded
And
in
if they
producing a
were,
fertilizer
if they were legitimately looking for a sequel to Peace Walker, then they were asking the wrong things.
a healthy Japanese
I don't see why there needed to be a sequel to Peace Walker.
Give birth to Big Boss. To realize this, I asked to serve as the surrogate mother.
Is the sequel
and
to
was
Peace
more than
Walker's
happy to
technically,
carry you in my womb.
technically
I
just
love you.
Metal Gear, and that's the way it should be.
9 months later, I gave birth to 2 Big Bosses. You and Liquid. It didn't matter
Mom,
that you were clones,
that you?
or that
Ah!
you had manipulated your DNA. You were born the same way as any other normal child. from your
Actually,
mother's womb.
no, I don't.
But Les Enfants Terribles proved to be the final straw for Zero and Big Boss. Determined to oppose Zero and his plans, Big Boss broke away from the Patriots.
Oh,
Left the States,
okay, got
created
it.
his own mercenary company, and drifted around the world.
You would have to have played as a
Your father
nameless soldier and
Human life
died.
isn't meant to be manipulated.
I
Like
didn't.
that.
Got it.
I knew that, but I wanted you.
Not that I didn't die with an anonymous
After
soldier.
Big Boss
It's just I
Zero
mostly
really
played with
lost
Big Boss.
control. What Zero wanted was an orderly world, one governed by rules. His fortune grew through countless wars.
So I mostly died
as
with
words
Big Boss.
influenced decision-making all the way up to the Oval Office. As the world saw the rise of digital technology, IT, the internet, and genetics, the Patriots' power grew immense. Their roots spread and took hold throughout the globe. In time, they began to dictate the fate of entire nations from the shadows.
And they
before we
wanted
knew it, the Patriots,
to explain
proud
this with
police of
V,
the world, started
which
bringing an entire planet
it
under
didn't.
their control.
Yeah, let's go ahead and save. So I'm debating with myself over some really dumb stuff. Because me not grabbing that statue actually means that I'm locked out of a weapon.
Their intentions were fair, but their execution was flawed. Zero
The
developed
solar
weapons,
gun.
amassed armies, used information for extortion, all in order to gain more wealth.
Give me 1
He
second,
was
I'm gonna
obsessed
pull it
with
up.
controlling awareness on the inside from the outside. But I cannot imagine that's what the boss would have wanted. They both misinterpreted her will. And their absolute reverence for her drove them apart. So began the war between Zero and Big Boss. Opposing interpretations.
There you go.
Each striving to realize the boss's will. Everything you see today stems from their Cold War.
But yeah, if I get all of the statues by doing all the non-lethal stuff and like
Race,
just doing that, then I get access to the solar gun, which can one-shot vamp stamina in the vamp.
Error in history.
God damn. Look at all this art. It's so good.
It all started with a tiny fork in the path. And grew into a great rift.
No, I didn't screw up the non-lethal part.
There was nothing
I just
left
screwed up
of
grabbing
Boss's
the
noble
trophy.
in their struggle. All that remained was hatred.
Yeah, and it's non-lethal. Yeah. So I might just
Big
run
Boss
through
returned to
the
US with a
but yeah.
plan in mind, and
No,
once
I
again assumed
misread things,
command
but
of
yeah,
Fox
you're right.
in Outer Heaven, and then
So
Zanzibar,
I'm debating doing that. The vamp fight's not that hard without it,
against
so
Zero.
it's not going to be
But you,
like that bad.
Solid Snake, his
But
own clone,
yeah,
foiled his efforts both times. Big Boss and Gray Fox, Frank Yeager, were left near death. Zero recovered their bodies. Frank Yeager's entire body was reconstructed through surgery, and he was reborn as the cyborg ninja. Big Boss, now a vegetable, became a prisoner of Zero even in death. For Zero, more than anyone else, your
I mean,
father
we already have
was
it, don't we?
an irreplaceable icon.
Right here.
The truth is, for Zero, he was
This is the Gray Fox game, right?
After Big Boss's betrayal, Zero could no longer believe in something so unsafe.
I say is, but yeah. Leave
He
the
lost his
past
belief
behind.
in everything. Nations, organizations, individuals. Zero was no longer willing to place his organization in the hands of the next generation.
I still need to know if I have Rising Revengeance on Steam. If I do, that's the way I've got to play it. If I don't, then I guess I can play the PS3 version, but...
He built 4 AIs, GW, TJ, AL, and TR.
Right.
As sort of a digital Mount Rushmore.
The Blade Wolf
And one
was...
core artificial intelligence to unite them, John Doe.
GW. The same GW.
Oh, and we are going to be playing all of the DLCs for
Ever since
Rising
GW was
Revengeance,
cut
if
off,
even if I have to
JD
get the
AIs
ones
have
on Steam.
controlled all information on every aspect of global society. Economics, politics, law, morals, and culture.
Because I will play some Blade Wolf for you. I'll play some Jetstream Stan. We will get through all of them. It's going to be super fun.
Big Boss isn't allowed to live.
It's been a long while since I
or
played
die.
Revengeance, but it's going to be
He's trapped
next.
for
It's
eternity
in.
a
It's
brain-dead
next.
prison. To bind himself
It's got
to
its
his
day.
friend,
That's
to
the reason
ensure
why
his
it's on the
rule
shelf
over the world,
behind me.
Zero
Outside of it's
transformed
fucking
Big Boss
excellent.
into an icon, neither living nor dead.
Sounds almost like a religion.
Naturally, Ocelot and I planned to free him from Zero's prison. We enlisted Naomi Hunter, an authority in the field of nanomachine research, into our organization. And we used Frank Yeager to kill Dr. Clark. Ocelot tortured
Okay.
the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, also known as Sigint, to death.
There you
But
go.
it looked like an accident.
The Shadow Moses incident.
With Paramedic and Sigint dead, Zero was the only one left. But we too paid a price. I lost Ocelot. Ocelot wasn't fighting for the Pentagon or the Russians, and certainly not for Zero.
And Frank Yeager was made
He
to
was
kill
fighting
Paramedic.
for Big Boss. He idolized him.
Yeah. Ocelot during the torture of Donald Anderson. You bastard, you killed him! I'm sorry, sir.
Ocelot grafted Liquid's
I know, it's
right
close,
arm
but
to
it's
his
not
own.
quite.
His body was taken over by Liquid's thoughts and spirit. He may be Ocelot in physical form, but his mind is Liquid's. was the
I
last
don't. I
one.
wish I did.
And
I've
then
done like really
someone
bad
appeared
voice
to
acting in
help
the past, but I actually just I like making voices.
It
It's
was
really
when I
fun to
met
do
him that
little
I finally
imitations every now and
discovered the
then.
location of Big Boss.
But you have to you have to know
It was
people
in
to
the
be able to
data
voice
we
act,
obtained
right?
From GW. Together, he and I retrieved Big Boss. But Big Boss was still asleep, as Zero had left him.
Why did Zero keep him alive?
Great question.
People need heroes. Zero wanted to create a messiah. A legend that would never die.
Liquid is after Big Boss's body.
That would make sense if they were actually again playing with that in MGSV, but they're not. They're playing it straight and saying that Big Boss is the
I'll
one
take
who.
you to meet him.
Seriously, play with the fact that Ocelot is a double, triple agent. Play with the fact that you don't know anything about like what's going on. Come on! MGSV just needed that little bit of plausible deniability to say that it was Zero at the beginning, to say that it was caused at the beginning, to say that it was something. But no! No, they put you firmly on the side of Big Boss during that incident, and oh, come on! It's just, it's so easy. Two things can fix the entirety of MGSV, and I wouldn't have, like, as big of a problem with it, right? Because this would have to be, fucking what's-his-nuts' body, right?
His body is alive, but his consciousness is locked away.
The
by
guy who would be
memories.
Big Boss? Either that or this is solid as his body, which is what they try to explain it with in this game, but it would have to be the other Big
We
Boss.
can't allow Liquid to inherit the same sins that corrupted Zero.
So,
Manipulating people's
if that's
minds
the
for
other
the
Big
sake of
Boss
its
that
own
came
benefit.
through the portal after Survive and ended up being kept on life support by Zero, then it would make more sense if that person was actually used as a plot for Zero to keep this to flush out the real big boss, and then whenever Zero's basically dead and his plans kind of gone to shit because of Arsenal Gear having the fucking
Snake, it's Naomi.
shit from...
She's gone. She's not in the Nomad anymore.
When?
It is absolutely canon. Metal Gear Survive is canon to 5.
Why weren't you
To
watching
V.
her?
Your character at the end of V gets teleported to the Survive universe and is looking for a way back
You think she went back
to mainland universe, only to either end up like one of the dogs or
on a dialysis machine and set up an ICU.
dwarf geckos.
Just started him on dialysis and treatment for his wounds.
Will he live?
Yeah, no worries there.
Yeah, no,
Sonny's
it's
taken over for Naomi.
it's bad. I watched a full playthrough and full review of it. I will never, unless somebody buys it for me.
Hey, you.
If you want to see
here.
me torture myself with Metal Gear Survive, sure, fine, buy it for me,
What the hell is
and
that?
I'll play it. But I can't guarantee I'll finish it. But if you want to know about Metal Gear Survive, fuck it. I guess my faith has been ruined in the series so far. It can't go much lower. I'm lying. I know it can absolutely go lower.
Unmanned scouts.
They've found us. We're moving out.
Snake, the PMCs are converging on your location. Damn it! They're sending in Gecko. They'll be on you in less than 5 minutes.
Are they ready?
Yes, ma'am.
We'll escape through
Yeah,
the
no,
canal
I'm not
using
buying
the
Metal
van.
Gear
Get it
Survive. I
ready.
don't expect
Hurry.
Yes,
anyone
ma'am.
to buy it for me, but it's
Snake,
one of those things
over
where
here.
it's like, no.
You've got decoy vans set to draw some of
Because
our
their water
pursuers
bottle
away.
fits nicely in my hand, and they fill easily with like regular tap water. So I'm not drinking their brand per se right now. I'm drinking tap water.
All of these children were orphans. They work in arms factories.
Yes.
And when they grow up, they want to join a PMC.
They make it drinkable for a reason,
They
right?
seek revenge on other companies, PMCs that killed their parents, and use their earnings to support their younger siblings.
Yeah.
There are countless
Yeah, it is.
child soldiers like these in the PMCs. Nowadays,
I don't live in Michigan.
anyone
I
with a
don't live in a
computer
few other
can get
places.
combat training. The FPS
Because I know that there's a lot of places out there in
Just
America
leave it
that
for
still
free.
don't have drinkable fucking water, which
Of
is
course, it's
terrifying.
all just virtual training. It's so easy for them to get absorbed by these
Yeah, I
weapons.
know.
And before they know it, they're in the PMCs holding real
Richest
power.
nation on Earth.
These
Yeah,
kids
100%.
end up fighting in proxy wars
Land
that
of the
have
free.
nothing to do
You
with
can't get
war.
clean fucking water to our
They
people.
think it's cool to fight like this. They think that combat is life. They don't need a reason to fight. After all, for them, it's only a game. Zero is the cause of all this. Defeating Liquid won't change things. Unless we stop the Patriot system, the cycle will go unbroken. Hop
Get on.
Hold
And
on.
now, I get to do some really interesting stuff. Her old ass never forgot.
With so many wars being waged, oil and biofuel have become as precious as diamonds. It's been a while since I went out for a ride.
Are you sure about this?
I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or fall dead.
Big Mama.
Call me Eva.
God damn, I love that line. It's so good in this game. It's pretty good in the one that it came from, but man, it really hits in this one. Alright, and now we're in for an auto-scroller.
Here we go.
On an old Triumph motorcycle. Ah! She just gave us a nice machine pistol, reminiscent of the Chinese one that she gave. Yeah, I know, right? That she gave to the boss back in the day. And we will have infinite ammo because we're on the back of a bike. That's how that goes.
Right. So you're walking down this corridor behind these pillars, and keep
Oh,
an eye on the wall
we're
on
gonna
your right.
stop the playthrough now.
Eventually, you'll see a staircase leading up.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people miss this. Also,
I'm gonna turn on a different.
one little area.
Okay, so should we go up,
So
up the stairs?
Yeah, let's go up the stairs.
Uh-huh.
It's a little bit dark, so it might be a little hard to see where you're going. But when you get to the top of the stairs, you'll be near this bridge.
I can't use anything outside of one-handed weapons. That's fine. So, let's go to weapons, drop that, drop this, keep that, drop that, and what other one-handed thing do I have that I can use? Let's drop those in, and then one more. Wait, I can use the twin barrel? Beautiful. And if I can use the twin barrel, I can,
We've got Gecko!
Alright, good. So now we'll just ignore that, that's fine, that's fine.
Not getting through that! Need help in front!
Oh, okay, yep.
More incoming! Snake, up on the right!
Shoot it.
Right through!
One more.
I'm driving through!
Great. Oh man, I really do love throwing some of this in there. Did I actually play the Harrier clip, or is that not actually playing? It's playing, it's playing. That's not the default music.
Snake, look! There's something above! So much for slipping away on sea! Guess we'll just have you out front!
Oh man. Doing this with a shotgun that has air in it is definitely a thing. There it is.
There's another one!
Throw it.
Ready? Hold on!
And, apparently not. It's fine. Damn. Right, and we'll just equip the rations to make sure that we do not die. we're alive. That's all that matters.
Here they come!
And now we equip this.
Snake, watch the right.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to aim. Got her. This is why you got the.
Need help in front.
All good. All good. Okay, and we're golden. Now we get to, yeah. My man Snake's, yeah, he does, a little too slowly. Oh well. No worries. Now we get to, now we get to deal with these. These are fun. That goes that way, we go this way, and then we're going to catch up to it. This being an automatic pistol, we can actually kill the flying machines, and those are run by AI. In this case, considering this is like more modern, them being able to just like full fly like they do kind of makes sense, but they are
The decoy vans have all bitten the dust, which means the enemy.
oh, the citizens, they're inside. There's, they're under curfew.
Have you tried aiming?
What are you talking about, Ava?
12 o'clock.
Shut it. I am aware. Oh shit, I didn't mean to shoot her like that. I meant to shoot her like that. Because, leave damage, goes over. And each of these unmanned things will do the thing. Oh man, I have no idea what I'm talking about right now. I'm trying to get focused. Alright, there you go. Yes. Got him.
Nice work.
Stop right there!
I love how they just sort of. Good. Anything in front? Alright, you guys try me. Alright, good. Good.
Need help in front. Excellent, Snake. They're coming. Snake, are you okay?
Oh, It's fine. I don't mind using rations at the moment.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Another one down. Good. She's gonna go around. Got one of them. One down.
Behind us.
What'd you say? And now, run back to this as we come into the.
I think we lost them.
I like bike. Yeah. I understand. Bikes are fucking amazing. Really do love them myself. Probably won't ever get one, sadly. Not because I don't want one, but because it's incredibly unsafe.
There it is.
Oh, and hey, what did Big Mom say about falling off her bike?
Are you okay? Big Mama, come on. Stay with me.
Well, she fell in love with Big Boss.
I need you.
Is that you? Snake. Mother's work is never done.
Big Mama.
I mean, in this case, kind of, yeah.
Where's the van?
Yeah, it does. It also mirrors the escort mission there, but it won't mirror for long.
The children.
Hapas. Not to say... I don't understand that lingo. Not to say that it's wrong or half Asian. Okay. You are correct.
She'll be coming to search the van.
I'll take care of it. You stay here. Keep watch.
I'll contact the children.
Here. Take this.
Snake.
Or at least they're supposed to be. Yes.
Back in one piece.
I will.
Promise me.
I didn't say you didn't. Just like how Kaz dyes his hair because he's half Japanese. Kind of, yeah, actually. Kazuhiro Miller, aka Master McDonald Miller. Yeah. He did it because, but yeah. Basically, he didn't enjoy being Japanese and passed more for white, so dyeing his hair blonde was just the thing that he did. Helped him find more acceptance. Something like that, yeah. Cutscene Snake's gonna be using a lot of those syringes. I'm gonna be using one. I think at that point it was firmly liquid, though. Alright, and I'm going to
Your anger, Snake.
equip a lot of things here.
To the surface. Let your fury flow freely.
I hit you with so many V-rings. You should have, like, lowered health now. Not, like, health. I mean, you should probably have lowered health because I shot you and things, but I think it does, there is the stamina and, like, other damage also carry over. Not a rip-off, but yeah, it is a combo between those two. Alright, I'm going to unequip those two, keep that, drop that, equip this, and drop this to equip one more thing. This. And the statue from this one will be down here whenever we get it, so keep that in mind.
Show yourself.
Perfect. Yep. Those are not her. That one is, though, I think. Nope. Damn. Oh, there she is. Let's see if we can find her again. Oh, she's just gonna... give me the... Just gave me the fight. Yeah, she just let me pop her full of V-ring shells. Like, I'll take this. Right, she's overheating. That means that I need to find her on one of the ledges.
Something's coming! We're not gonna last here!
Okay, where'd she go? that's not... She's on a roof. I know she's on a roof. I just need to find her. Ah, she's by Alden. Got her. Already? You right? Alright, I'm gonna run all the way up to the top. Because... Not that she won't, like, fight me over on the other parts, just... I'm gonna see if I can find something else. I can. Let's drop down to the bottom here, or not to the bottom, but to the middle. See if we can find her with Mozine. Oh, nope, here she comes. That's not her. It's not either. That is, though. Yep. I shot her. Like, you saw me shoot her in the face, right? Alright, I saw her fly through. Good. She knows where I'm at, so no big deals here. Come on. Just hop in. Oh, damn. What? Okay. Oh, that's a fire grenade. Did not know that. Now I'm gonna equip the rations just to make sure that I have them. I see them flying through, and now I'm trying to find her because I heard her. Oh, okay. She's gonna be overheating here soon. Come do it yourself. You want me dead? Come get me. I'm not that hard. Oh shit, she's behind me again. Okay, good. Yeah, I know. Fine, fine. Yeah, we deserve that. Good. Let's see if we can. Let's see how well we can do this. If we can do it at all. Oh, there she is. Okay. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna go and lay down here. Because I don't think she's doing the thing yet, so this is good. We rest, gain a little bit of psyche. Alright, good. In which case, let's lay here. Regen some everything before trying to find her and shoot her with the Mosine. Alright, good. See if we can find her. I didn't change camo. The camo changes automatically, and whenever we got to this spot in on the motorcycle, our camo was automatically equipped. Don't want to be where you expect me to be. I just want to see legs off of one of those. Because if I can, then I can find what's needed. That's not her. That one might have been, but nope. I hear them scream. That just flew through. Cool. That's not her either. Nope. Nope. Okay. Can't find her there, so let's look down. If nothing else, we can, we can what? Just get spotted? Yeah, if I get spotted, everything will be fine, won't it? Nope, not her. Definitely not her again. Damn. You did, and basically, I did say it did come down to Snake just being that old, but there she is. Damn, missed again. Right, she's flying lower now. Ah, fuck! Oh, well, I said it was probably because of the stickiness of them, or like the liquidy goo that they secrete or have on their suits. I don't know exactly how they did it, but yeah, it's kind of implied that they just that, you know, they arouse him to death because he's just old. Oh wait, that should have hit. Oh come on! Of course that one was fire. Alright, we're gonna just use the Mosine for the next one, because it does more damage anyway. Fine. Alright, we're gonna lay all the way down real quick. Where is she? She's the only one that really matters right now. Alright, and we're regenning, which is good. Good. Yeah, right. Damn it! Because she was already in the middle of firing, huh? Game. Alright, I need like one more Mosine shot, I think. Not entirely sure on that, but we'll do our best here to going. Okay, almost died. Well, didn't die because I've got the rations equipped, but that's hurt. Oh, good. Cool. She just tackled the shit out of me. Wrong. It's more than one. Yep, nope, it's fine. We'll take that. We'll use that ration. I don't mind. But she's almost dead. Well, whenever I say dead, I don't mean actually dead. Okay. That could have been dead, though. Would have deserved it, too, I think. Get in here. Do it yourself. Tell where she's screaming from. Oh, god damn it. Of course she hit me again. Alright. Oh, she's right there? Okay. Got her! I am kind of. This one's this one was fine. I think I'm playing on a 5. I'm normally on a 7. I don't know that I can change it, but it's fine. All right, we got the non-lethal. First thing's good. But no, the laughing octopus statue is the easiest one to forget. But all of them are easy to miss. That's what I'm gonna make sure that I don't. I'm gonna get it like soon. Because I just remembered that I would have to get it during the uni boss fight, not the beast boss fight. This one, it's because you see all the charred amber. It's because of the rage that she exudes that she's going to be hot. Like it's going to be fire. Is the reason why that we get it. I think it's the raw emotion that they carry in battle that does the damage. Either that, or Snake's just not enough to do other things, to be up to it. I don't know. I have no idea exactly which excuse it is. Because the first one was slimy. This one is hot.
Let me out of this cage. I don't need these wings. I don't need this range. Calm. Let your anger flow.
Okay. Now we just gotta run away from her. I'm gonna use the VTech shotgun stuff to knock her out whenever I can, but we do need to grab the statue. I mean, we don't need to, because I probably will grab
Snake! She's come out of her
somewhere
suit!
else.
Watch out! She's gonna try to grab you!
Nope, down here is not space, so that's fine. Oh, since we're in this, I'm gonna... Okay, not here, I assume. But we search every floor to find it. Is that it? Nope. She moves very fast. Because she can? They all can. There it is. VTech ammo for the win. 3 shots on an unarmored opponent. Done. And we earn ourselves a new mask. And she's alive. We get the Drebin wrap up. To find out exactly what the fuck was her problem. Well, you're in luck. Not only do we pick up a sweet-ass grenade launcher, but we will also find out her deal.
Way to bring that bird down, Snake.
Drebin.
And you got yourself a souvenir, too. A grenade launcher. Nice. That's a real user-friendly weapon.
Not much use to me without an ID, though.
I'll launder this one free of charge.
What's the catch?
Only that you give it to me when you're done with it. A weapon with that many decades of rage stored up inside it? Now that's a collector's item.
How old was she?
I'd say about 20. But she had years of soldiers' rage hidden away in that youthful body of hers.
Soldiers?
Yeah.
Yeah, the soldiers of Ake, a place that hasn't seen peace in a long, long time. She was captured by one side or another, and kept caged up like an animal, along with God knows how many other kids.
Anonymous violence.
Exactly. It's unknown whether her captors were with the government or the rebels. In any case, they got their kicks by abusing these helpless little kids day after day after day. That constant barrage, that battlefield rage slowly built up inside their bodies, their minds. The kids tried to keep each other's spirits up, always clinging to the hope that someone would come to their rescue, barely surviving off of scraps of food.
It really fucked
But
up
those
life.
soldiers didn't stop. They called the kids parasites and shit-eating ravens. Beat them even harder. Then one morning, the soldiers just up and left, leaving the surviving kids to be eaten alive by the birds. Almost like one of those sky burials. One by one, their bodies were picked apart by ravens' beaks, until finally the flock came for her. But by some miracle, their beaks cut her bonds instead. And like that, she was liberated. In that instant, she was filled with an uncontrollable rage, and it smothered her soul. She ripped the ravens pecking at her to pieces, and then went after the soldiers. And when she finally caught up with them, she waited until nightfall like a hunter awaiting its prey. They say that when a raven cries, a man dies. And that's exactly what happened that night. Screeching and cawing, she killed every last living being in the camp. Both the soldiers and the civilians they'd enslaved. In her eyes, there was no longer a difference.
I mean,
the cruelty her friends had suffered, the pain and humiliation she'd endured. Hers was the distillation of the rage that decades of war had imparted on those soldiers.
And then gave to those kids. Yeah.
And her greatest weakness.
You're something else, Snake. You managed to cleanse Raven.
He's an intel broker as well as a weapons broker who works for the corporations that keep the military profitable.
It's still too early to tell.
So he probably has he probably has dossiers on them. I mean, I know spoilers considering that I've done all the rest, but I don't want to spoil that right now. No, the rest of them are easier to do because the Crying Wolf one is in the snowfield again during the beauty fight, and then it's not, or then you can get it afterwards. And the Crying Mantis and the Screaming Mantis one is at the end of the game and almost impossible to miss during the beauty fight because it's in the exact same fucking room. The Screaming Mantis fight is actually one that you kind of have to do lethal too, but that's for a...
I managed to get in touch with the children.
That's for a different,
We're going
different
to
type.
rendezvous on the riverbank, downstream. Land and air routes are cut off. But there's a cruiser waiting for us. The Volta
Have to?
River
Probably
is
not.
our only chance of escape. Let's get out of here. Hurry.
Good thinking.
Shooing you away to see the bike, leaking fuel, giving you a way to escape.
This way. Follow me. I don't need to feel the wind anymore. There's no need to keep lying to myself. I only get off my bike when I fall in love. Or... Oh...
But no, we'll find out like the deal with Drebin soon enough.
Leads to the river. There should be fewer of them down there.
Yeah. Scorpio. Fucking dwarf geckos. Hate them. I know they gave them a different name over here, but I call them dwarf geckos because that's Rising Revengeance's name for them. But that's the Middle East, or the Eastern Europe chapter. Next time we get here into Metal Gear Solid 4, we will have something different. We will be in a place that should be all too familiar to us. And we'll get a brand new face camo. One that I'll use for like 5 minutes. Maybe. Liquid. Brother.
Liquid. Not bad.
Damn.
Where's the pigs?
That no longer matters.
Where is it?
She did all she could.
Is that it?
But Ocelot too strong. I mean, he does have all these frogs and Vamp just
Naomi told me everything. And now, thanks to her, I finally have it. The thing I've sought for so long. Big Boss. Put down the gun, Snake. It's already too late.
Because, yeah, no, this one's supposed to be written off as the body in the bag was Solidus.
Did it.
George fucking Sears.
It looks like
And
I
kept
win
alive
after
on, like, life support because he was a direct genetic clone. He's supposed to also have a lot of the same, like, everything.
Cigars.
So he should be perfect to take over the system, but I think this is also is a
Boss now.
completed one. Yeah, because he's the complete clone of Big Boss. Not the dominant, not the recessive
Guilty as
clone, the
charged.
complete clone of Big Boss, George Sears.
But all that ends today.
Man. That's just Ocelot learning all the moves. Ocelot got so goddamn good during the V years, it's not even funny.
But when it comes to CQC, I've got the upper hand.
Yeah, it's the liquid cells.
Even if you do get a hold of the system, you'll only have one part of the Patriots AI.
Because Liquid had the upper hand in hand-to-hand combat, right? On top of Rex? Of course he did! He beat the shit out of you on top of Rex! He threw you to fucking dog shit up there until you finally, like, dodged into him. But that's a different story.
Of time before I have everything.
But yeah, no, Liquid knew CQC. Especially considering he was on the boat.
Remember GW? The AI they think they lost? It's mine. A part of my army.
Yeah, and he was also spending how much time with Ocelot, who idolized Big Boss? I'm going to argue that Ocelot taught him CQC whenever he gained the idea, because Ocelot would have been the first person that he met. I would assume that Ocelot would be the first person that he met.
Has served me well, allowing me to pass every security barrier between me and GW.
Considering that Ocelot seems to be the connecting barrier for everything that's going on, and wanting Big Boss's body sounds like an Ocelot plan, not a Liquid plan. And that's the plot of Metal Gear Solid 1. So, this is me making inferences.
And then I'll build my haven.
But I would assume that Ocelot, seeing the power of CQC, learned it from Big Boss at some point during the Zanzibar land stuff, or probably just learned it on his own.
Liquid, you're planning to recreate the Patriots. Snake, we were created by the Patriots. We're not men. We're shadows in the shape of men.
But we also have to remember that it's not actually nanomachines doing any of this, so it's just Ocelot knowing CQC, which isn't that bad. Yeah, it is.
We're a system. Insurance that future generations never prosper.
It's the same from 1 and 2.
The Patriots saw fit to create us, and in doing so became our only raison d'etre.
I mean, he already knew the fucking Russian stuff.
I'll kill Zero and Big Boss and become a Patriot.
But no, the knife that's in your arm is the stun knife, so it's got electrical charges.
It all began with Zero and Big Boss.
Yeah.
Our purpose in life is to fulfill our destinies. And once all is returned to Zero, the world can be reborn.
Oh man. I don't know why he held on to him like that. To give him the full shock. It's fucking great though. And he did it with the liquid arm.
So long as we both live, the world will not know an age of light. If we're to pass the baton to the next generation, the only choice left to us is death.
Boss.
Good. The players have all assembled, Snake.
Now they're gonna try and hijack the
has come
SOP
for you to
system.
Witness our moment of triumph.
The start of Guns of the Patriots. In total, incorrect, in real.
Go!
And after this, we get our mission briefing for the next one. Do we fight Van Shadow Moses? I think we do, actually. So we wouldn't have been able to get the gun before then anyway. We would have to beat all of the beauties to get it. So it's a new game plus weapon. just remembering it. Oh well, that's fine. Couldn't use the solar gun on Pant anyway. Light him up!
Oh.
Hold it right there, Liquid!
You should have just started firing. Especially like right now. Fire? Fire.
Drop your weapons and stand down, now!
Fire? Maybe it's just me, but like 50 cal machine gun on the boat, stop the boat right now. It's a terrorist that you've been like tracking forever. You shoot the boat. And they even got an anti-material sniper rifle on the god. They got a Barrett 50 cal in the fucking helicopter. Shoot the boat? Sorry. Right. We have to have a bunch of people here to show off what the SOP system is going to look like whenever it's under Liquid's hands. Considering that everyone here is under... Yeah, it's the US Army. And everyone here has nanomachines in them. To suppress their emotions and to make them more capable and better, more responsive. I still say shoot the boat, but I know that they won't. Because I think it is UN troops, but it definitely has American flags over it, all over it in Eastern Europe, so I'm going to still say that yes, it is U.S. soldiers specifically in this case, considering her also here and leading the rat patrol. And that could take Vamp's head off. Like, seriously, just shoot Vamp. Any of you with a Barrett 50 cal, just take Vamp's head off right now. He can't...
All of you, drop your weapons and put your hands up!
I would absolutely love to see Vamp just take a 50 cal round to the face. Like, he has no more head. He can't grow that shit back. I'm sorry.
Barrel!
I mean, yeah, but still. Look, I know who they sent out here to do this. It's not our best and brightest. It's our most expendable people. These aren't the best thinkers out here, I know. There's barely anybody out there with a college degree. Even then, those are the officers. So 100%. Even though this is, like, our boys in blue, essentially. Fucking, no, none of this is real. Oh, and I forgot some things, didn't I? I'll turn it on for next time.
Liquid! Stop!
But yeah, no, they sent the bottom 30% of the class out to do this. And then said, okay, yeah, that's fine. They sent the most expendable people. That's what happened. It's the way that works.
Huh?
The ID chips don't work. Interesting. gun's ID locked, right? All the triggers are locked. Because the nanomachines aren't reacting correctly. I guess he has control of the system.
The system is mine.
I mean, that's part of the entire point of the game. Every time that you knock out a PMC soldier, they're using an ID locked gun. You have to go to Drebin to get a gun that works for you.
Guns of the Patriots. Bang! Bang!
And because nanomachines are linked to everything, including flight navigation, it's all linked up to the SOP system. All hardware, all military things are hooked up to the SOP system. The PMCs, the armies, everything. No, it's all of it. It's all on the system. Because you need computers to fly your planes. You need computers to fly, to do like the navigation work and everything else, right? He loses the same way that everyone loses whenever they become too powerful. Bullshit. But this bullshit's not the worst, honestly. So the bullshit here is basically we go down and shut off GW, period.
Bang!
You know, and now he's turned off the emotional suppressors, so these people now have super PTSD from all the shit that they've all been forced to do during the SOP system. Killing how many people? Yeah. As well as, like, the other nanomachines just doing shit, just being wrong.
You're okay? Yeah, I'm fine. But why?
I hate Akiba so much. Johnny Sakaki is really cool, really terrible. Because the asshole would be an anti-vaxxer today, but only for one reason. Because the reason he doesn't have fucking nanomachines right now, and that is a spoiler, but it's not a big one. He's not on nanomachines, is because he's scared of needles. So the day that they were getting out injections for nanomachines, he fucking bled, and he's been doing the best that he can to keep up on his fucking little nap on his fucking wrist to try and stay in sync with his entire fucking kitted out SOP system crewmates. Exactly, this way he has to save. But that's why he has to shit all the time? Is because the type of, like, because the nanomachines would regulate that shit and make sure that he was battle capable all the time. So him having gastrointestinal distress is to tell you that he's not chipped. Yeah, I know. And you know the... And you know the best part? Is you already know the twist at the end of the game. Because it's the same Johnny Sakaki from Metal Gear Solid 1. And that's all I'm gonna say there.
Out of my way!
Nope, same person. He lives through Metal Gear Solid 1. Transfers and then gets transferred to Big Shell in Metal Gear Solid 2. And ends up with diarrhea there. And then comes back for 4 because 3's a prequel. It's the same guy.
Let them have it. We don't.
Well, what is Metal Gear right now? Dead. Metal Gear is dead right now. But, like, this Metal Gear? This Metal Gear's hype. I don't care. So what do you think Johnny looks like? I say this is the real life, not just fantasy. We are caught in a landslide. No escape from reality. Not the point. He looks like Kaz? Okay. We'll put bets on it then. Yeah, you know I can gamble. There's predictions. I can put bets on it if I want to. So Mark II joins Ocelot. Yeah, exactly. What an unmitigated ass-kicking we all took. All of that military hardware, all of those cool-ass new fucking boats and shit, all of that,
You and me,
worthless.
we were great partners.
No. Great friends.
Meryl.
Yeah, all of that ass-kicking was fucking Donald Duck from a can, 100%.
Meryl!
Oh, there he is. I don't think he looks like Kaz. Not bad for a genome soldier, right? Yeah, because he's based off of liquid. They're built from liquid's genetic material, so he's got the boss's DNA. He's a genome soldier. The entirety of Shadow Moses, that incident, it was all staffed with genome soldiers outside of the heavy hitters. So Johnny's a genome soldier, which is why he looks like Snake. Or Liquid, rather.
Meryl, don't go. Meryl. Meryl. Meryl.
That's why I made a big deal of saying it's the same Johnny from 1. Because all the masked troops were genome soldiers. I made a deal out of that the last time we streamed. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. You're good. I'm glad I could help.
Hey, if it's all right, call me Johnny.
You and the beasts are no different. Scorched shadows born to the world. When a beast steps into the light, unless the light is put out, the shadow cannot be erased.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, they heard gunfire outside of their own home and fucking just stayed inside, pretty much. I wouldn't look out either if I heard that type of military shit going down until, like, legitimately the aftermath, and even then I'd want to keep my fucking doors shut. Especially considering that it was just under surveillance by a PMC because they knew a rebel faction was out. And so anybody looking outside could have been seen as one of the rebel participants and maybe shot on sight. So I'd rather not look out of my window whenever I know a PMC is gun happy. You know what I mean? They're private military companies. They work with less oversight than the Army, and the Army already does that. I know, scary, huh?
Like I said, we pride ourselves on service. Come on, let's take this guy to his friends.
Stupid monkey drinking a goddamn soda making Snake laugh at the death of his own fucking mother here. Goddamn. Alright, we get to save. We shall. And I'll call it here because, well, I don't want to get through the briefing for this just to do the rest. So I will say thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for sticking around. Appreciate it all. It's been super fun. Really do, absolutely do love playing through Metal Gear Solid 4. Anytime I get, any chance I get, I will play Metal Gear Solid 4. Yes, but until Wednesday, don't forget to follow, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe, share, notify people, whatever, hit bells, I guess, whatever floats your boat, to stay in contact with us, and we'll see you next time on Wednesday, where I'm probably going to play the Live a Live remake, because I enjoyed that game too, and it's been a little bit. So, peace!